Horse racing fans, welcome back to Rival Stars with Maxi Dream here, our 2-star quarter horse. I'm going to get right back into action, maxing out Maxi Dream here. Keep things simple. Now, does he have anything I can train him in now currently? Don't think so. Yeah, I think we're okay. So yeah, we'll continue to max out Maxi Dream as we've been doing. We'll go to Sewell Meadows, we'll go back to race 1, and we'll just skip the races this time. I'll show you guys how quick this works in real time when you're actually just going for speed and not for actual, playing the races out. So you'll see how quickly this goes. Hopefully you all are doing well. If you're new, subscribe to the channel for weekly horse racing content, especially trying to do daily Rival Stars. That is a tall task, trust me. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try to do it for the rest of this year and see how it works out. It may work, it may not. No promises, but I will do my best to give it a shot. That's all I can promise. So there's race 1, as you can see. You skip all that. You can watch that stuff if you guys want, because I'm recording a video. I'm not going to obviously watch ads and annoy you as I would annoy myself. We'll, again, simulate most affordable jockey. Race 2 here. So you see, I don't know how quick this is if you time it. Probably like, what, 120 seconds. As you can see, plus 4 basic attack, plus 2 standard. XP stays the same at 140, and silver is at least median above 170. So, you can expect that more or less every race. We have one more to complete. And I take that back about the equipment. I thought they weren't considered used when you simulate races without playing, but they are. So keep that in mind. Not a big deal. If you grind them, you'll have replacement. As you can see, 3 races now complete. XP, Maxi Dream's now leveled out, and just that quickly we completed 3 races at Sewell Meadows again, like we did in the previous video, or at least one of my recent episodes. It should be episode 2 in this series. I should have that linked in the description box below if you want to see the actual tutorial in more detail. Again, as you can see to the far right, we're very low on standard acceleration feed, but also to the middle, you can see we're low on standard agility feed. Because we're not focusing on agility training right now, I'm still going to go to standard acceleration feed. You see how quickly it is to get silver? You guys don't have to pay a dime, okay? Like, I don't care what anybody's telling you. You can do this stuff for free, okay? I promise. Like, it's the whole point of me showing you that, so you don't have to feel like, oh, they don't give us anything for free. They do. You just have to just kind of know where it's at and how to get it. Boom, Maxi Dream leveled out at level 10. Now we can continue training the rest of his stats. One more level. And Maxi Dream will be ready to rock and roll. And when I say rock and roll, I just mean, like, we'll be done, okay? And like I said, I'm going to use my gold for this. I usually don't do this, but Maxi Dream is going to be the exception here. And I'm curious what he'll do. I'm actually going to put him in a live event here. He'll be underclassed, essentially, by the level 3 stars, but we'll take that chance. So we've used our gold to max out Maxi Dream's training. He is at max potential. When you see this blue on the right, that means your horse is maxed out. Can't go any further statistically than that. He's at his best, 72, 73, 72. For a level 2 horse, that's on the lower end. It's not great, but we'll take a chance. He's a horse I may just keep around. Maybe he'll be a good, I can't imagine he'd be good at jumping or anything like that. But this game is weird. It could totally work out like that. It wouldn't make sense, but that's the point. It's a game, right? All right, we're going to go ahead and do this race again. And we are still 7th. We're with Lucky Jade from the race we did in the previous episode, or episode 2 of this series. We'll go to Maxi Dream. As you can see, he's much lower than Texas Hero, who's a thoroughbred stallion. That makes sense. And an Arabian stallion here and Captain Ginyu, they pretty much are about level. So Maxi Dream here. We'll see how he does in this Division 1 race today. And with that, he'll be checked off the list as far as horses that need to be trained and prepared. And essentially I'll treat this like how 2-year-olds are treated heading into their campaigns. It's kind of what I'll be doing right now for the next couple of episodes with a couple of horses, running tutorials, kind of playing the game slower, getting you guys just kind of immersed into just what I would consider my routine with it, and then you can kind of figure out what yours would be if it's to be competitive or just to enjoy it for different aspects. And I'll be doing that as well, but because we are focusing on the competitive side of it, that'll be my focus here, and of course I'll keep the balance nice when I need to. So it's not a bad start here for Maxi Dream. Pretty much doing what we need to do. Again, remember, we're underclass and this race is long. So realistically, if I'm going to try to make some ground here, I'm going to push Maxi Dream to the front. And actually, I'm going to take a chance and burn through some of this stamina. Because again, since we're underclass, those level 3 star horses are going to catch us. And you'll see they'll start pushing us from here pretty soon. You'll see shadows, and there they are, and there's at least a head. And eventually they'll pass us, because again, they have the higher speed and stamina to make this race work, like Lucky Jade does. You know what I mean? But again, I'll see how Maxi Dream can hold on. This is a horse that is... this is not ideal at all. Thank goodness this is a game. This wouldn't even be allowed. Like, no, like, why would you do that? You know what I mean? But it's just showing you the difference as well. In running a horse that's not obviously set up for a certain race, right? I'm doing this because the game allows you to do it. You can run any horse technically in any race. Whether it's going to be good at it or not is kind of the question, but it doesn't really stop you. But Maxi Dream kind of holding his own here. I actually thought these two horses in front would be getting ahead of us, but this is actually keeping me in a position where I can still use some of my sprint energy. But then we're just going to be playing leapfrog or leap horse. I don't know whatever you want to call it until the end of the race. But this just shows you the difference. If you have a 2-star horse and you put them in a race like this where there's an allowance of 1 to 3-star horses, right? You'll be faster than the 1-star horses, which are presumably the ones at the way back there. But the 3-star horses, as you can see, keeping up with us, but not pushing as far as I want until they do that, right? Then you'll have maybe a little bit of a jump right that. And then, as usual, I'll try to respond. It's kind of a weird mechanic of this game. I admit I'm not a huge fan of. Just it doesn't feel smooth from an immersion playstyle, especially if you're used to playing, you know, G1 Jockey or Gallop Racer or anything like that. Even the Winning Post series, I'm sure. Like, just something where just the immersion of the gameplay, whether it's more from the managerial, you know, perspective or the actual hands-on approaches to jockey, the rider, like, yeah, you know what I mean? You like to have a certain sense of feel and flow within it, and not just have it feel a little mechanic-y, a little boxy. That's personally why I actually like the steeplechase and the cross-country modes better for, like, playability. I think just the ability to have to actually time jumps and maneuver and do stuff like an actual racing game, I think that gives me a little bit more satisfaction. This race is just as long can go. And Maxi Dream, like I said, holding his own. I was really expecting to be in mid-pack. I'm actually quite surprised, despite me pushing him further up than he should be, that he's been able to hold on. Yeah, hats off. It might serve as a decent stallion for us one day. And I intentionally waited to get going on the sprint because he has enough where we could get to the end here and just beat that horse in time. And as you can see, just get there in the line. You can always time it like that sometimes. It's really funny. So let's see what his time is. 3:20, not bad. No, 3:25. Whoa, I was gonna say 3:20. I'm looking at the previous best time, but 3:25, still not bad for a 2-star horse that's way off the pace. And he kept up in that race, but where does that put us here for Maxi Dream? Are you on the board at all? Yeah, we already achieved our goals, so essentially we can look at the prize tier and see where that puts Maxi, if he's even here. He should be. I don't know if he is. I know we're 10th with Lucky Jade. Look, 26 trophies. Wake me up before you go. That is still my name. I don't think I can change it. That's okay. Like that's part of the nostalgia behind it. 26 trophies. I am the 4th highest earned player here in at least the top 10 list. That's a real achievement, guys. So as you can see, grinding trophies is a real achievement you can hold against real players in this game. So yeah, I think we're just in tier prize 2. Yeah, I guess Maxi Dream's time wasn't good. No, 3:20. We should be on this list somewhere. Huh. Usually it shows you both of your horses up here, but I guess since maybe it takes just the fastest of the two. Yeah, it used to show both. Or actually, you know, I take that back. I think it shows the You know what? I don't remember. It used to only show both, but maybe that's at the end. Nonetheless, that was a pretty good effort there for Maxi Dream, and that's what you like to see. So next horse to train as we continue on our series here. Let's go ahead and show you guys at the stables. This will be 2-star horse, Heritage Dance. At level 1 out of 10, this is a horse that's going to require some training, so I may do something a little bit different in the process. And let's go find Heritage. And you're down here. There's Heritage Dance. Another quarter horse. Beautiful. Classic chestnut is how they have them. Have her, excuse me. 2-star mare at level 1. And she has a little bit of a bonus. She's a horse that I use for breeding. In-house breeding. The pedigree I'm not too familiar with, to be honest, which is kind of interesting. So I may have just acquired the quarter horse and... Yeah, I don't even remember. Fine Splash and Timid Typo. Those may have been horses I used literally years ago. I genuinely don't remember them, and I sure as heck don't remember the grandsires and broodmares. Besides the point, we have Blazing Hoof, improved speed across all game modes, and then Flash Ignite for quarter horses, superior acceleration across all games. So, obviously, when live events have short races, that will favor a horse like Heritage Dance quite a bit. So let's go ahead and get some equipment here for Heritage done, because again, he will be the next horse up in our list. And I wanted to go to customization, I apologize. And Heritage Dance. So actually, we already have customization done. Saddle pad, I guess I have stuck with the Crimson Hearts. And then for the headwear, not doing anything for that. And then for the bridle, we're doing the porcelain silk. I personally just like that. I think it looks the best. We could do something a little bit wilder, maybe, like this Pastel Palace. If I could find a saddle pad to match. Kind of actually maybe want to change something with Heritage Dance. Ooh, I don't have the roses for it. Oh, I actually really like the lavender tempo. Yeah, I like the tempo because the color is not too aggressive, so I think it's just a nice subtle look. But maybe we'll just keep... I mean, we could, you know what, maybe we'll keep Heritage Dance where she's at. I think that's fine. Again, I like the porcelain silk. I just think that works. Indigo Haste, it's not bad. I think she needs some sort of accent. I would like to try this out and see how she looks. So, there is the beautiful Heritage Dance. Let's actually see how it looks in photo mode. And I'll make sure to do this all the time so you guys can see how our horses can actually look to some extent. So, let's get a good shot. So here is stables, and you have different modes there that you can see. Here's trot up, part of the track. And Miss Heritage Dance. Now, if we are riding on board there, and the only thing that I wish this game would do is still have like numbers attached to every, pad, silk that you see here, and it doesn't. Right, silk pad. So that's a little bit. I mean, I doubt they're gonna change it. This is one of those things that's been in the game since launch, but again, you just kind of have to ignore it and treat it for what it's worth. Of course, probably will change this a couple of times on Heritage Dance, but for the time being, she'll be next up. And just to show you her stats again, maybe her and Maxi Dream, they're both quarter horses, so that could be a potential breeding pair. Maybe we do in the next episode. Granted, do I need another 2-star horse? Not really. We have like a bunch, and as you can see, we still have 6 waiting. So as of now, I think we'll be doing more of a tournament of 2-star horses to see who will be our best, and then we'll release the others or sell or whatever. Look at Heritage Dance. Beautiful gal. I just love the little attention to detail in this game. It really does make it worthwhile, in my opinion. So, yeah, there's Heritage Dance. I've showed you everything about her. She'll be kicking off next time for us as we get her leveled up, and I'll see if we can do something different. Probably will skip live events with her. I'm not sure if she's a horse that would do well in steeplechase or anything else. She has 42. It's not terrible for agility and jump. She might be a horse I'd try in a couple different categories. Because again, this game, it can say you have a quarter horse. You can put it in a steeplechase and cross-country mode race and still win it and get fast times. You know what I mean? Like, you can take some creative liberties with it, but ideally, if you really want to be competitive and you're in your category, you need to train the right horse for that specific category. That's where meta and competitive PvP come into play. So let's go ahead and make her the focus here. And this is what you can do as well, just as a quick tidbit. If you want your horses to be on the main loading screen when you fire up the game, you see the heart icon in the upper left-hand corner. Instead, what you want to do is go over to the horse that you want to choose. For our next episode, Heritage Dance, click the heart icon for her in the upper right-hand corner of her particular name. As you can see, that's clicked. Come back to home, and there is the beautiful Heritage Dance. Yes, as you can see, there she is. So yeah, it's really as simple as that, man. Gotta love it. Absolutely have to love it. So that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comment section below. Anything I can help you with, I'll continue to do my best. I'll try to make sure my theme is that with every episode, there are some tutorials, some helpful things I can include. That way, you're getting the best of the gameplay as well as the best of how to maximize your experience playing the game. So, for myself here at HRG Stables and our 2-star mare, the lovely Lady Heritage Dance, signing out until next time. I'll be great and fantastic today. We'll see you later, and goodbye.